In this video, I'm going to be introducing how to use the quadratic formula. And so, we are going to be dealing with the example problem for x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals 0. And this problem is going to ask us to find what x is. And so we're going to use the quadratic formula. And so when you're using the quadratic formula, you want to first make sure that your equation is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are constants. If we check over here, it's set equal to 0, and we have an a here, which is 4, a b here, which is 5, and a c here, which is 1. And so since all of those are constants, we can use our quadratic formula to figure out what x is. And so, for the sake of demonstration, we're going to write that out. We're going to say a equals 4, because a is the coefficient on the x squared term. B is going to equal 5, because 5 is the coefficient on the x term. And then c is just the constant on the end, so c is going to be equal to 1. And so using the quadratic formula, we write x equals negative b, so negative b in this case is going to be negative 5 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that'll be 25 minus 4ac, so it's going to be 4 times 1, because we're substituting a and c here, and then it's all over 2a, so it's all over 2 times 4. And so we have x is equal to negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 25 minus 16 over 8, which is going to be equal to negative 5 plus or minus 3 over 8. And so at this point, we're going to break it up into two separate expressions, one in which we're adding these two numbers and one in which we're subtracting these two numbers. And so we have x is going to be equal to negative 5 minus 3 over 8, and x is equal to negative 5 plus 3 over 8. And so we have x equals negative 1 and x equals negative 1/4. And so that is the solution to this example problem. And so that's how to use the quadratic formula. And in the next video, I'll give you a couple of practice problems and then I'll walk through them.